Welcome to the VLenore Show. Here, we will discuss lifestyle, beauty, celebrity gossip, and current events in our own way, my way, V style. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Well, hello, lovers. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? I had so many little issues. The doggone computer decided it wanted to reboot whether or not I wanted it to or not. Didn't ask my permission, just told me and did so. So I apologize for the holdup because there was no reason for me to be late. I mean, I literally was doing nothing but waiting to come live. So, anywho, I'm glad that you guys joined me out here on tonight. It is Friday, TGIF. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. It's Friday. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. It's been a trying week for some, i.e., me. Okay. But we all made it through. And by all, I mean, i.e., me. Okay. And I'm just glad that and by we, I mean me. Okay. That we are here. Yes. Oh, Jesus. And thank y'all for joining me. Okay. Now, if you would mind, please, please, if you do not mind, if you wouldn't mind, just go check, go out, but look back outside, make sure that you locked your doors, that you didn't leave your pocketbooks, okay, your handbags, your totes, your crossbody, your your briefcase, your fanny pack. Just make sure whatever it is that you carry, okay, your suitcase, okay, however you tote things from this place to that place, all right. um just make sure however you do it, by whatever means necessary, I want to make sure that you have rang the doorbell before you just walk up into somebody's house, okay. So I just want to make sure, did you ring my bells? Ring my bells. Okay. Did you ring my bells? Bells. Bells. Ring my bells. Okay. You must ring my bells over here. So again, I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page and that everyone rang my front door bell. Okay. That's the first thing. Good. Good. Then I want to make sure. Did you subscribe? Are you subscribed over here? Because if you aren't, you should be. What else are you doing? Like, seriously. Come on. I won't take much of your time, but get your ass over here and subscribe so you'll know when we go live or whenever I upload or something. All right? Yeah, I mean, get with it. Get with it. Okay? So there's that. I would also love to thank everyone that is here on tonight. And if you liked and if you subscribed, don't stop there. I know it seems like I'm asking a lot of you, but trust me, we could be done. It could be a boom, boom, bang. We could be out of here with it. You know what I'm saying? It would be done, done, dilly. And look, this is how you can help the channel grow. This is what you can do. You first you subscribe. That's the first thing. Okay. The second thing you need to do, you need to hit that damn like button. Okay, that part right there, that one. That's how you ring this damn doorbell. Okay. So when you subscribe, it's because I've invited you over. But if you come over here and you ain't got good manners, you got to go anyway. So you've been invited. So come on over. So you might as well subscribe. Come on over. Come on over to my place. Okay. It'd be so nice. It'd be so sweet. Okay. Come on and go with me. Come on. Come on over to my place. So if I invite you over, you subscribe, you come on. You decide to come, okay, great. That's subscribing. Come on over, right? Then, if you get over to my door and you don't ring the doorbell, if you think you're going to barge right in, do you think you're going to barge in and you think I'm going to ignore that bullshit? Who raised you? Who raised you? So don't get any funny ideas. If I invite you and then you decide you're going to come over and you subscribe, you see, the least you could do is ring the damn doorbell when you come. Do you understand me? So you ring that bell and then you come on in. Okay. All right. But once you're in here, I don't know. Everybody's got their own rules in their own house, but you also got to take your shoes off when you come over here. I'm trying to tell you, you got to take your shoes off. You got to take your shoes off. I just don't want you tracking in all of outdoors, all up and through my little place. Okay. Okay. My place is small. It is mine, but it is clean. Okay. And I don't want you tracking in all of the doo-doo on the bottom of your soles of your feet when you walk through somebody's grass, whether it's cat boo-boo or it's dog poo-poo or it is a raccoon poo-poo or bird poo-poo. It could be, I don't give a damn. I don't need it, and I don't need it all up and through my damn house. Okay? So you got to follow the rules. There are manners over here. All right. So if I invite you and you decide you're going to come over, you're going to subscribe. That's over, right? You came over, you subscribe. But you get over here, you better ring the doorbell. Ring the bell. And we'll let you in. But once you get in here, then you're going to follow some rules. And the first rule is to share this mother sucking live. You see how I brought that home? Mm-hmm. Yes. Now, excuse me, I hope that everyone understands me, okay? I want to make sure we're all on the same page. And you can share this shit on Twitter. You can share this shit on Instagram. You can share it on Facebook. You can share it on Snapchat. You can share it on LinkedIn. Put it on OnlyFans. I don't care where you put it. You can send it in an email, a text message. You can write a letter. You can write them a handwritten letter. You can go to your nearest kiosk. Someone somewhere would love to get some mail from you, and they want to know what we're doing. Okay? All right? So that's what I need you to do. Yes, VLenore at the kiosk. Everyone else is meeting up at the kiosk. So surely there's one near you. Okay? Hit the like button, though. Hit the like button, or you'll find out sooner than you want to. Yes, the kiosk, VLenore. The people meet up there. Okay. Anywho. So that's what we've got going on there. Now this is a little off the subject. Okay. So y'all bear with me because again, this is the VLenore show, and this is how I want to do things on tonight. Why? Because it's Friday and I can. Okay. I'm bored. I'm single and I don't feel like mingling. Okay. All right, Sonia, you win. I don't have a man over here tonight to make me happy. So I'm bitter. Just like you said I was. Okay. Now. All right. So my bored ass, okay, my old corny bored ass, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. I came across this this video. Um, what y'all say? What Texas? What you say over here? Shoot, B, I'm married and I don't feel like mingling. Girl, the mingling for me, that just sounds like too much damn work. Lord. But as lazy as I may be to mingle, God knows I will not be at anybody's kiosk. Okay? All right? Just so we're clear, I don't need to be at the kiosk. Okay? I would never bump into Kristen, okay, at the kiosk. I would never. It would never happen. Ever. Okay. Okay, so anywho, my bored ass, because I was off this last part of the week, right? So my bored ass was out here not mingling. But I came out here into these hold on. Let me pull it up real quick. I love this little video. Okay. And I lightweight feel like I'm gonna turn into this lady, okay? I feel like I'm gonna turn into her. Hold on, y'all. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Where is it? Did I go back that far? Child. I don't know if y'all have heard of this lady named Mary. Oh wait. Here we go. Okay. Now I'm cooking with fish grease. Okay. Hold on. Wait. What did I do? Mary has dementia, okay? And yeah, we're gonna watch this together. And it's only a couple of minutes, but so I don't know if y'all know about Mary, but Mary is a lady who obviously has dementia or Alzheimer's, or I'm not really sure what she's really suffering from, but she's funny too. So her caregiver, whoever this person is videotaping it. Now, mind you, on another note, this lady that's talking, she reminds me of this subscriber that I know from the beef sector. I swear this lady sounds just like her, but anywho, I know it ain't her, but boy, it could be her sister or something. But that's neither here nor there. All right. But the lady that is taking care of Mary is she's obviously a Black woman, and Mary is an elderly white lady. This shit is so cute to me, honestly. So here, I want y'all to watch it with me real quick because I've watched it multiple times, okay? And y'all may not find it that entertaining, but child, I'm hollering. I am hollering. Okay, so let me start it. I don't know if y'all seen this before or not. Let me make sure the sound is on. Okay, let's go.
You ain't died. Not at night.
Come on, Mary.
No, I'm going to have to go to a program.
Wait, can y'all hear? Could y'all hear them talking? I just want to make sure y'all can hear. Put a 1 in the chat if you could hear Mary speaking. Put a 2 if you could not hear. Yes. Okay. Valon says you can hear. Okay. Cool. Okay. Cool. All right. Let me go back for a second because I just want to make sure. Wait a minute. I love this dang thing. Come on. Wait. Hold on. Okay, let me go ahead and share my screen again. All right. So let's watch. I don't know why this just made me laugh. And I feel like because I have seen so many Marys in the anyway, let's just watch, y'all. I think Mary's so cute. All right, let's listen.
Died.
You ain't died.
Not at night.
Come on, Mary.
No, I'm going to have to go to a program.
Ain't no program at 7:30. Program is over. It's bedtime. So come on, let's get in the shower.
Then what I do?
Then you go to bed.
Then what I do?
Come on.
Bing, bing.
Come on, Mary.
Bing, bing.
I'm helping. I'm helping.
Come on. Come on. You want to kiss my hand?
I wouldn't do.
Come on.
What is that going to do?
We have to get in the shower.
But see how they clean my hands.
Yes. But your shower day was yesterday. You refused. So now you got to get in the shower today.
You know what?
You are a lady. We got to stay clean, honey, okay?
Who says?
Who says?
Yeah.
Your private areas, your booty, your underarms.
That is touched every day by Bing Bird.
What about it?
I go like this,
What?
like that.
Come on now. We can't be hitting the hot spots. We gotta hit all the spots and get in the shower.
Then what happens?
Then you be clean.
Then what happens?
Then you gonna go to bed.
Then what happens?
You playing with me.
Huh?
What?
I don't tell the
Mary. Girl.
I don't want to touch people's hands because that's all germs.
I ain't got no germs. I just wash my hands just like you told me you just washed your body. My hands are clean.
My body is clean too. Sit down.
I don't want to sit down. I don't want to sit down.
I don't want to stand up.
You ain't gonna stand up for long. You just gonna take 10 steps and go in the bathroom.
And then turn around and come back?
Yeah, come on.
I don't have to do anything?
You finna get in the shower, ma'am.
That's not a good idea to do that at night time.
Darling, who said that? Who made up that rule?
I did.
Oh, poppycock.
Poppycock. Get the dictionary. Show me what that means.
You didn't even say it right, honey.
Poppycock.
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 Yeah.
There it is. Because it's not good.
I thought we was cool, Mary.
What?
I thought we were cool.
I thought you were my best friend.
I am your best friend, but you treat me right now. You won't let me shower you.
because
Of
I don't want that to stain your being.
girl, don't try to give me no excuses. Come on.
I can't do it.
Come on. Yes, you can. Come on. Let's go.
What do I have to do if I go in there?
Take a shower.
How do you take a shower?
Come on, I'm gonna show you. Let's go.
No, tell me how it's sure.
You playing with me. Come on.
See, you know what it is. I have to get in it and let the water come all over me. And it's just finally got this room so it's warm. So
All right, I'm gonna shut the door. I'm gonna shut the door. Okay. Shut the door. The door is closing. Woo, heat. It's hot. Come on.
There's another two
Yeah, as soon as we get in
You
there.
have to close it now, though.
Come on, Mary Sunshine.
Oh,
Mary,
my pain.
I'm going home at 8 o'clock. I only got 20 minutes to get you clean. Come on now.
What are you going to do with me?
I'm finna shower you.
What does that mean?
Shower, wash your body up, get you clean.
Wash my body
Yes,
up?
yes.
How do you do that?
Mary,
Well, I don't know. I'm not going to go in there and be surprised.
girl, if you don't get up,
I'm going to just hate it, and then I'll be mad at you for the rest of my life. I don't want to because you're my best friend. So now I'm going to say, best friend, I'm going to be exactly what you want me to be.
I want you to be in the shower.
How about in the morning?
No, because you said that yesterday.
What was I yesterday morning?
Here, not getting in the shower.
No, I had to go to a meeting.
It wasn't no meeting yesterday. All you did was today was go to the doctor. And that's why you need to get in the shower.
Who is the doctor? Do you know?
I don't know, child. Your son took you. Come on.
My son. Okay.
Oh, now you're going to tell me a story.
No.
What?
I don't lie.
Not that type of story. I'm talking about like a novel.
Oh, no. That's not.
Mary, you love me?
Yes, with my whole
If you love
heart
me, come and get in this shower.
this much. See, so then
Oh, child. I love that shit. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Oh my God, y'all. I think that shit is so cute. Mary cracked me the hell up. Mary may be slow. She ain't that damn slow. Mary ain't even slow. Okay. Mary is quick on her damn feet. Mary cracked me up about what you say? The real VB. Mary about to tell a VLenore long ass story. She said she wanted to sit down and have a talk to her best friend. Baby, when I tell you I've seen this 100 times since yesterday, I'm gonna be tempted to play it again before we get out of here. That thing is cute to me. Mary is cute. The whole thing is cute. Okay. But with that said, 504 does ask a legitimate question that this would be against patient rights, which would lead you to think there could be a skit, right? And if it is, good, because Mary is brilliant, okay? Mary is so damn brilliant, I don't give a damn. When she kept acting like, you know how kids, see, this is clearly like a full circle moment or illustration of how, you know, you go from being a baby and learning to walk and talk and do things for yourself until you eventually gain independence, to once you get older, some of those things you used to know how to do, you're declining. So you're more and more of those things get taken away from you, right? And so this is cute to see how this kind of, it's like a little lesson in it. It's a little fun. Yeah, I agree. 504. It would have to be because that lady would be fired and surely somebody knows. But look, the way that girl was falling back like how a kid would, throw a temper tantrum. That's how Mary was doing. Like, oh, a kid will come up with especially if that kid is a boy. Oh my Lord. You'd think that they were allergic to water, okay? Honey. So the way she is trying to avoid this shower situation is hilarious to me. Anywho. Yes. Just Nikki said, once an adult and twice a child. It's very true. Very true. 504 said, I'm in healthcare and my great grandmother and an aunt on my mom's side passed away after battling dementia. My aunt was sassy until she left the earth. Okay, hilarious. Yeah, same here. Actually, my mother's sister, Kevy's mama. Okay, that's my mother's sister. My mother's sister and two of their aunts, and on their mother's side. And then I want to say there was at least one other person, all had Alzheimer's. And then I want to say there was at least one, no, I know there was one, maybe two people on my dad's side who had Alzheimer's as well. So yeah, it's and it's, to me, I don't know, but it seemed like it devastates our community once again, in ways in which it does in other countries, not at the same rate anyway. But anywho, but anyway, Mary had me hollering. Okay, there was something else I wanted to show y'all. Let me pull this up. Hold on. So, we've been talking about hold on, let me do something real quick. Need to move some things around. All right. Okay. So, this is tonight. We're going to do part 2 of our Jennifer Williams interview with Carlos King and her man, honey, her fiance child, Mr. Christian Gold. All right. Now, when we left off, we were discussing, just different things about why I feel like, look, me, and this is something I want to clear up too. Oh, 2 things. Let me say this, 2 things. Now we are right at 30 minutes. We're about to get into the actual content. But let me say this before I get into that. And I'm highlighting specifically that it is now 30 minutes in, and this is when I'm starting my content. But please understand, this is when I'm starting content on whatever's in the title. But the show started the moment I said hello, right? So this is one thing I just want to say this, because I've always told y'all, you never have to guess where I stand with something. All right. And I'm not saying this to be nasty, but I want you guys to understand this, because I think I'm very flexible. I think that I am easygoing. I love having fun with y'all. I don't mind y'all teasing me about this, that, or the other. Okay. But one thing that does bug me, this is the one thing. And if you are a moderator, please pay attention to this when you see folks in the chat doing this. Okay. If someone in the chat says anything like, when are you going to get to this? Or, you paused the video too much, or whatever it is, okay, pertaining to the cadence of my show, first and foremost, I don't care who does it, somebody needs to time them out. Tell them in the chat why they are getting timed out, and hopefully they won't do it again. But if it appears that they aren't getting the message, make sure that Shell Loves or Fedora, Know Your Own Worth. Let one of them know that that there's someone who's not paying attention, and we'll get them blocked. Okay, so that's the one thing. I don't care about, we can have fun. I don't have any problem with that. Y'all know I told y'all I laugh at a lot of the shit y'all say, right? We have fun over here. But when we start talking about stuff like that, I feel like that's when we're crossing the line, because now you're trying to tell me how to run my show. And that's not gonna work for me. Okay. So I just want to make that clear. So, and that way my moderators know too. They understand what my expectations are as well. All right. Okay, cool. So there's that. Else I thought I wanted to say. Anywho, okay. So yeah, I just want to make sure we say that. All right. Now, on another note, we are doing part 2 of this story on Jennifer Wissamajigger. Wait, what's now? What you say, 504? I'm not timing myself out. Okay, good. Well, somebody will get you. Somebody will get you all the way together. But that is the one thing that will burn me up. Okay, I ain't said nothing else that will really burn me up. Okay, but that will do it. Okay, so please refrain from that part. Okay, thank you. Now, we were talking about Jennifer Williams and how she met her current fiance, right? And the current fiance, she says that she met him through her friend Armani, correct? Isn't that what she said? I'm pretty sure that's what she has said. So since she has said that, someone sent me a picture of Armani, because I said, well, let me understand this. If Armani knows Carlos, that not to say that it had to go like this, but it just seemed like a lot of coincidence. Okay, coinky dinkies. All right, that Carlos is one of her dearest friends, and he's a gay male. And then you have this guy who is her new fiance, who is giving a lot of us down low vibes, allegedly. Okay, this is our perception. Doesn't have to be the case, but that's our perception of him. And the fact that this Armani introduced them. And that's when I said, well, is Armani gay? And people were like, yep, he probably is. Or I don't know. Someone said for sure he is. Well, I got a picture of him. Sure do. Hold on one second. I was trying to see if there's a way. Ah, there we go. Can I? Yeah. Okay. So I can. Hold on one second, y'all. I want to put it somewhere else. Oh, yeah, let's do that. Boom. There we go. All right. So let me share my screen. And here is Armani. Armani is a nice looking young man, but he looks like he's a little petite something or another. His doggone self. He's cute. It's cute. His beard is well taken care of. He's got on cute little outfit. Okay. So he works at some restaurant, right? And that's the one that Jen said was her friend, and he is friends with Christian. So my question still remains: why didn't Jen talk to her friend and ask her friend, is he bisexual? Or maybe she knows. You think that's a possibility? Maybe it is a Star Jones situation where she actually does know the truth. But it feels to me like she don't know, or that she don't want to know. I'm just saying. But yep, that's him. Yep. Manny Man on Instagram. Here, let's go over here. Let me follow him. Okay, I'm gonna follow you. Okay. So he is over here. Up there he is. With Jen. Oh, he itty bitty. He do look teeny tiny, itty bitty. Okay. Oh, you can just hear your pumpkin. Him a little cute little pumpkin pie. Yeah. Yes, him is cute. Look at that thing. He getting his hair cut. Look at him. He's a cute little pumpkin. Oh, yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yeah. Uh-oh. No, Siri, not you.
Hi there.
No, thank you, Siri. Why is she in my business? Okay. But look at this. Look at him. Him cute. Ain't him cute? Look at him playing him little piano. Aww. Look at him. Okay. Okay. Aww. Okay, he cute. Ain't he cute? Him is so cute. Up there goes Jen. Okay, this is the crew. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. Probably. We think so. Absolutely. Not sure. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, they only know it would be Jen, I would say. Full. Anyway, I don't know what's going on here. But that's Armani who introduced them. Sure is. What's going on here, Armani? Let's listen.
Ah, shit, AJ. Never.
Well,
What that mean?
yeah, you
I
like,
don't give a fuck. Let's do it. Fuck it. Thank you.
cheers.
And bartender, 1942 on AJ.
Okay. Who is that right there? Okay. Oh, what happened to his head? Poor pumpkin had a boo-boo. Him had a boo-boo on the top of him head. Oh. Oh, him. He got a lot of Jennifer pictures.
Rip out my shirt if you
Hump Day Wednesday. What's up?
rip out my shirt if
Birds of a feather.
Cause I'm feeling like I'm running in a
Okay. 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 He says Stevie Wonder can see that it's giving. Okay. All right. We'll have to ask Stevie that. We'll see if he saw it. Okay. Oh, we're doing this bullshit. That's what we're doing with our money. Okay, very mature. These people are mature and smart. Okay, yeah, I'm beginning to think that he knows his boy. Yeah, I think he knows what his boy is into, and it's effed up if he didn't make a point to tell his friend. I think that's effed up. Okay. All right. So let me pull up Pen Pal 50. What you say? V, I think he is sassy. He's very sassy. And so is Jen's man. So let's get back into this interview, child. A mess. Now, just so you know, I hope y'all get y'all snacks this Friday night? Did you get, but you know what? I'm having a yummy, delicious snack that feels luxurious, but it's really, really lightweight, healthy. Lightweight. Okay. So let me tell you what it is though. Okay. So I'm having like a fake apple streusel kind of situation. All right. So I've got some honey and oat granola sprinkled at the bottom of the bowl. Then I got some vanilla Greek yogurt, put like a couple spoonfuls on top of that. Then I chopped up half of a Honey Crisp apple, just chopped it up real small and only half of it and sprinkled it around. Then I got some cinnamon and sprinkled that on top of that. Okay. Then I got some sugar-free caramel syrup and poured that across all of it. Then you put a little bit more granola on the top. And then you sprinkle a little bit more of the cinnamon on top of that. And then you eat it. And it's good. Now, the only thing is this. I do cheat a little bit. I'm going to tell you where the cheat comes in. And this is only, I think, for because I'm highly, highly, highly addicted to sugar. No doubt about it. So the cinnamon that I used is one of those containers that is cinnamon and sugar blended together. So you get a little bit of both. But I'm not sprinkling, I'm not even making a big like helping. You're just making enough for your bowl, right? And I just sprinkle a little bit over it. And in my mind, it makes me feel like I did something, but it probably doesn't make that big of a difference either way. So that's it. And it's so good, y'all. I mean, it is so damn good. So that's what I'm going to be snacking on tonight while we get into this mess. Okay. So let's get back into Jennifer's interview with this scam artist of a man. Okay. That she decided she wanted to fall in love with. Like all of these people need to start their own support group. Okay. Mila and Kelly and Jen and Sonia and all the ex-wives of Nesto. And I mean, so many people that could join in this damn club because this is ridiculous. This is too much. So, anywho, okay, so let's listen to where we are now.
Where you are about to get scammed again.
So for me, the word scam is very triggering.
Yeah.
And it's like the furthest thing from who he is, right? And I feel like I'm very appreciative of people being concerned for me. I'm appreciative of my fans, but here's the thing: I would not do a documentary about being scammed and putting the whole story out there, including from other people, his own family, and trying to really send a message, right? My whole purpose in this passion project was, let's talk about something we don't really talk about in the Black community, because we don't talk about it in the Black community for several reasons. People have pride, ego. It takes someone being very brave to come with the camera in your face and say, I took an L. People don't want to do that. So I learned so much about myself, about scamming. Somehow I became the poster child for scamming. Like, people were reaching out to me. Oh, I've been scammed. Like, what do I do? That period of my life, I learned so much, right? And another thing, I have asked in my prayers every single day, I ask God for discernment. And I ask God, listen, if someone's not supposed to be in my life, please remove them. I have learned tremendously, right? And
I'm sorry, y'all. I can't believe that she believes that she has learned tremendously when she hasn't known this man a full year. A full year. And he sounds like he hadn't been out of prison a full year. Why on earth? How could you possibly know him? He doesn't even know himself. He was a young boy when he got locked up. He has grown up in a prison. This man is institutionalized. He spent more of his adult years behind bars with a bunch of criminals to influence him than he ever has out here with any good role models around him as a man. And you want to suggest that he is undoubtedly the right guy for you, when it sounds like you're probably learning a lot more about him than you care to admit that you knew before all of it came out. I think you're learning some of this along the way, some of it. But I think this is foolish as hell. This is ridiculous. He got these young babies. He's still on probation. He still hasn't moved past what he's been going through. You got people coming at him with other lawsuits and filings. I mean, come on now. This is a clout chase like none other. This boy wants to be attached to her. He knew exactly who she was because he's a fan. And he wants to be a star. And he wants to use her influence and her visibility to attract her fans to follow him in his MLM business, because that's how millionaires are made in those types of businesses. It's as plain as the writing on the wall. It's right there. It's written on the wall. It makes no sense, Jen. You're 47. You're the one that's almost 50 years old. And this dude is a baby and he is running circles around you. And you would rather be on TV and look like you are happy in another whack-ass relationship than to just go on about your business and figure out something to do with yourself that's responsible. I mean, I thought she wanted to have kids. Like, is she about to do some foolishness and try to have some babies too now? She trying to do the Kenya Moore thing. Miss HLS says she's 49. Yeah, so she was 47 when they met, though. So she was 47 when they met, and he was, what, 21? Like, just ridiculous. 21. No. He was 29. I'm sorry. That's not true. He was 29 when they met, but he had done 7 years in prison. Like, I don't know what's going on here, but some shit's not adding up. She doesn't want to know the truth. But anywho.
You know, people want to say, oh, she's not street smart. Da, da, da. Like, I have common sense and I have discernment and I have learned from these mistakes that I've made. Everybody has been in some form of a bad relationship, no matter how you want to spin it. Some are worse than others. What I can say is Christian has been nothing but a gentleman to me. And I always say I applaud his mother for that because she taught him how to be a gentleman. Christian has.
And I'm sure his mother did teach him how to be a gentleman. Hopefully the other men in his life taught him. But sometimes it's easier to be one, especially when he's not attracted to you, Jen. I'm just saying, if he ain't attracted to you, he's got to nestle you down. He got to make you feel like a queen. I want to pick you up and let you drive in the back seat and help you up and out your chair. Like they're supposed to do that anyway, just so we're clear. You know, that's what a man's supposed to do for you. Help you put your coat on, help you, open the door for you, help you in the car, out of the car, lock the door, check on you, wash your car, check to make sure your car has the maintenance it needs. That's what your man's supposed to be doing, but they don't get no bonus points for doing them. But that's what they're supposed to do. But Jen gets so caught up on that part. Hey, Native. That she's missing the fact that this dude is holding up a shiny object to keep you focused on. His good looks, his ability to see, because Jen can say she's not dumb and she has common sense, but she's always in some goofy ass situation, which proves that you can't have a whole lot of common sense or you wouldn't be in this situation. And she's always in these types of situations. So he can run circles around her. And if he was in prison for 7 years with some of the most cunning individuals in the land, you don't think he learned a thing or two? Huh? That's a cute little boy there, I done said. Okay? They'll beat his ass just because he's cute. I ain't talking about any type of assault in the SA in that type of way. I'm not talking about that. I'm straight up and down. He too pretty. That's enough to make somebody mad. Child, he made it through all of that and his face still cute. Yeah, he knows how to work people. Mm-hmm. Let's listen.
Never asked me for anything.
Has he ever asked you for money?
Christian's never asked me for money. And that's another narrative. Like, again, the word scam or scammer, that's triggering for me because of what I went through, and it's all people say all kinds of, oh, well, you should have known there was no red flag. Like, scammers perfect their craft.
Yeah,
like it's like being an actor. You're going to constantly perfect your craft. So I went through so much with that. And so when I hear that, I'm like, this man does nothing but really be a gentleman and a protector and a provider and really help me. Christian has actually, I love that he's able to teach me things that I don't know. So it's like this scammer narrative, it's straight bullshit, actually. And also, there's a whole generation under us that are younger.
Jen, you said that a scammer perfects his craft. That's what he's been doing. Him taking care of you now is simply him running the long con. He's not a pickpocketer. He's not somebody who's just going to walk up to you, slide his hand down into your purse and walk off. He's here for the long haul. He wants to marry you. He wants to put a baby up in you. He wants to do all kinds of shit to lock you down to him. That's what he's trying to pull, mama. See, he young, but he ain't dumb. But you're looking real goofy, ma'am. Okay? Now you need somebody around you, an advisor, a spiritual advisor, a financial advisor, someone who's going to take control and keep a safeguard up, because this dude is coming for you, your money. He wants to help you get more visibility because he wants more. He's going to use you to get it. Honey, this ain't nothing but a con.
Than us that are making millions of dollars, right? Just doing shit that you would have never even thought would be as lucrative as it is. So he's taught me, what he does is a foreign language to me, right? But I'm like, wow, I had heard about it. I didn't really know the ins and out. My friends had tried to get me into.
And he wants to keep it that way for you. He don't want her to know it, the ins and outs, because what he wants to do is lure her in, because he's showing her, look, this is how much I'm making right now. Watch, you see these numbers. First and foremost, how you know that shit was real? If he's a real sophisticated criminal in this area, then he probably has apps and all kinds of shit that make things look however he needs them to look to people, right? But let's say he is proving that he's making some money, and let's say he is paying for most of their bills and all of that. He's doing that now because a time will come when he won't be able to do it. Something's going to happen. Okay. And maybe those things won't be as evident to you right away because he'll be too busy trying to get you pregnant, make sure you happy, and he's going to be that doting husband to you. He is really going to try to pull the wool over your eyes. And it looks like he's already done that, Jen. You are damn near 50. You should be raising this nigga. Okay. You should be raising his ass. All right. But instead, he is dragging you. You should be raising him, and he is going to drag you along the way. Baby, I'm telling you, he is going to be the thing you claim to wanted to stay the clearest from. All right. I don't know if she wants to be pregnant, but she ain't got no kids. And if she 49, I thought for sure she wanted kids at some point. Yeah, but if he's in jail, if they could be married right now, Pen Pal 50. And if they aren't, they might get married. He hasn't turned himself in yet. He's supposedly right now, his attorney is negotiating some sort of process for him to turn himself in. But they're probably trying to cut a deal before he does that. And he's probably thinking about what's the next plan. Child. And he had, look, they ain't got his passport. Well, they can revoke it now. I'm sure that they'll stop him at any border if he tries to leave out now. But yeah. But here's the other thing. See, when you fly private, this was something I meant to bring up. Because I was over in Bougie's chat. Was that yesterday, I think? And Bougie they were talking about him because he's a felon. Would he have his passport? He can have a passport. It just depends, I guess, on the state or whatever, but they don't automatically take your passport unless there is some reason for them to think that you might run, or if it's affiliated with the crime that you were convicted of. But here's the other thing. When you fly private, now I don't know if it has changed like recently, and I mean very recent, like maybe post-pandemic, but I know for sure during and before the pandemic, if you were flying private, like let's say for instance, I owned a plane and I invite you guys to come and go with me to France. And I say, you can just, you can ride, on my private jet, and we get on the jet to go to France. You may or may not even have to go through TSA. A lot of times you won't have to go through TSA because you can drive straight to the plane right there on the runway, right off the runway. So I say that to say, that's one of the reasons too why they probably didn't pay much attention to the fact that he was leaving in and out of the country anyway, depending upon where they were going, what airport they were arriving into. Like there's all kinds of ways in which he could have gotten around it. And in all fairness, he's he's been on probation too, right? So he's been on probation. Let's say he's been on probation 3 years. He could easily have had 5 to 6 different probation officers in those 3 years. Okay. And in those 3 years, each one of those probation officers may give him different direction on what they want from him, what they expect of him. And that's a fact. So all conditions aren't the same for each and every person, and each probation officer is going to have a different set of demands a lot of times too. So it's possible that one probation officer said, yeah, you can go, and the next one comes back and says, oh, no, you can't. That can happen and does. So, while I think he's a jerk and I think he's a finesser, I do think that some things are possible. 2 things can both be true, I should say. All right, let's listen.
The trading or whatever, but I'm just like, I can't sit and look at, like, it's just too much. So I understand the concern, but I'm actually the happiest I have been in my entire life.
So I want you to be able to talk about what you do for a living.
Mhm.
So there's been stuff online that you are this world-renowned trader, right? And not TRAITOR trader, but
Never that. I'm a faithful.
Thank you for the clarity.
I'm a faithful.
So what is it that you do for a living?
So I'm gonna go, before I get into that, I want to give you my background of how I got into it.
Okay.
So my background is, I come from, when I left corporate America, I went straight into affiliate marketing. I said, corporate America, I'm done. I can't keep putting these hours in and making pennies on a dollar. Even at making 6 figures, it just, you know what I mean? I have the mental capacity and I have the drive to start do my own thing. And the one thing I loved about affiliate marketing or network marketing, one thing I loved about it was the business model. I'm able to drive this vehicle, build a community, sell a product or a service, and I have no overhead because I'm basically an independent contractor, right? And I've always been in love with building community, especially us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I've always been in love with mentoring. I've mentored hundreds of people. I'm talking about taking you under my wing and instilling in you, and that's why the story is so impactful.
How and when was he mentoring hundreds of people? Does he mean as a part of this MLM business where he probably has hundreds of people under him and he does an hour call with everybody on the team 2-3 times a week? Like, what are we talking about here? That's not mentoring, really, sir. You were in jail. You were 29 when you got out of prison, or 28. You went in at 21. Tell me, what hundreds of people could you have mentored, sir? All right, y'all.
Because I can fall from going to prison and getting to a space of not the success I truly want, because I want more, right? But people are looking at, maybe I don't have to go to prison and fall that way, but people fall all the time. They hit roadblocks. So that's the reason why the story brought so many people into my network marketing business at the time. And that was my first network marketing company was a company called VH1’s. VH1’s was health and wellness. The company fell, everybody fell with it. Cool, it happens. Then I went to a company called United Wealth Education. And I was helping people build I wasn't helping people build their credit, but the company had licensed attorneys, credit attorneys. So I was just the person to say, listen, this company can fix your credit. If you want to build business credit, you want to get business funding. And what did I do from there? Of course, I built a team. And I was getting called a scammer then too, because here's what people fail to realize. People like Stormy Wellington go through it. Wes Watson, which is one of the people I look up to.
Now look, I am not a hater. But Stormy, I always feel like she's trying to get over on me. Every time I hear Stormy Wellington speak, I be thinking, part of me, I'm be like really proud of her. And then the next moment, it's like, girl, are you trying to pull the wool over my eyes? Are you trying to take the money right out of my purse through this TV screen or this computer screen? Like, Yeah. So obviously that's who he's running with, Texas Toy. So it's making me think, y'all on some bullshit for real. Anywho, it's so funny because, and let me say this real quick. My friend Sherman, who a lot of you guys, because you're newer to my channel, I haven't had Sherman on in a while. I have him back. He's a comedian, long time dear friend of mine. He sent me this ad about 2 months ago, and it was like a call sheet, and it was asking for people to, if they want to audition for this new show that was, it was like American Idol, but not for singers, it's for speakers. And he was like, "Oh, I thought of you, and you would be so good at this." And I guess they've done it a couple years or whatever in the past, and they do kind of set it up and make it look like it's like, America's Got Talent or American Idol, that kind of thing. And then I looked at that and I was like, "Who is this lady?" She looked familiar to me. And then she comes and she speaks. She's one of the judges. And it was Stormy Wellington. I immediately, whether this was fair or not, I immediately felt like, oh, this is on some bullshit. They want you to pay them. And sure enough, it was basically, you can be a contestant on this show, but you gotta pay this amount to enter. Then there's this amount if you want one-on-one coaching, and this amount if you want to do a group coaching class, and excuse me, and then this amount. Like, there's each level of packaging, they're essentially trying to lead you to believe that you can pay your way to the finals, if you will. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say it felt like a scam. Exactly, Sanders are in. I was like, no, I'm good. So Stormy used to be she was a stripper. I want to say a Magic City stripper. I might be making that part up, but I think so. But nevertheless, she was a stripper and was lucrative as a stripper. And then at some point, she took the money from stripping and moved into, I can't think of what it was, MLM business. And she pulled a lot of the strippers into doing that business with her and helped them make money. And she became a millionaire that way and helped them also to make a lot of money. But, a lot of these MLM businesses, after a while, the bottom falls out. So it's always good to get in at the beginning. But after a while, people will start to lose interest. And eventually, you're not going to be able to recruit as many people as you once did, or the same type of people. It's a lot, So it never, lasts quite like you hope. Anywho, T-Rain, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you for gifting not one, not two, but 3 memberships. If you were gifted a membership by T-Rain, please thank T-Rain in the chat. Thank you, T-Rain. Hey, Miss Buckeye 99, who has been a member for 4 months. V, have a blessed Friday. Sorry, I can't stay. Oh, no worries, babe. Thank you for being here. Replay gang is real around here, okay? And I ain't mad at y'all. I'm not mad at y'all. Thank you so much. T-Rain, who has been a member for 5 months. I'm here, ain't going nowhere. Thank you, babe. Thank you. Hey, Lisa T, you have been a member for 1 month. Hello to you. Hello, everyone. Hey, Danielle, how are you, honey bun? I hope you are doing well, feeling good. Thank you, V, in chat for prayers. I am doing well. Love y'all. Oh, good. We love you back. So glad that you are doing good. Good. You will remain in our prayers, okay? All right. Okay, so let's get back to this.
go through it. When you're in affiliate marketing, and my direct mentor, he's been called the same thing, because what people say is, oh, I'm building you up to this point because I came in under you, and the more people I get, now it's a pyramid scheme.
I was gonna say, a lot of people think affiliate marketing or MLM, right?
Same thing. Yep.
Yeah, they all think it's a pyramid scheme because, like you said, it starts from the people at the bottom growing their network, and each person above makes the most money until the person rises to the top, right?
But so is corporate America. You have CFO, CEO, CFO. You have supervisors, middle management, and then you have employees. But your boss will never pay you to be his neighbor. Ever. I couldn't, and no discredit to corporate America. I respect whatever people are doing in a legal way. I respect it. Cool. If you want to go sell bean pies, if you want to work corporate America 9 to 5 so you can have that pension, that 401k.
Native. Thank you. Thank you so much for gifting memberships. Let me pull it up. Let's see. Can I catch it? Uh-oh. Oh, I got it. Okay. Inner Beauty, LB. I mean business. I like that. That's cute. Autumn's mom, Tamara, Nichelle One, Mona C Talks, Miss Too Lovely, Rossi, Edit Your Name, Janelle, have all received memberships from Native Tribe Urban Media. Thank you so much, Native. Appreciate you. Native made it to his 1,000 plus subscribers. Now we just got to make sure he gets his watch hour so he can get monetized. He'll be monetized in no time. Okay. And Native, just let me know whether or not you want to still have our reading over here this week on Tuesday when we do our text message readings that Native and I do every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We were doing them here every Tuesday, but once Native is ready, we will expand to being at both channels. We'll just like rotate back and forth. Okay. So just let us know, Native, what you decide. Okay. All right. And then last but not least, crazy ass Jackson Tabasco. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Jackson Tabasco, for the super chat / sticker. Okay. Thank you. All right. Okay. So let's get back into this.
I respect it, right? It's just not for me. And it's definitely not for me now because I can't even go back to corporate America with a felony. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I built myself up coming out of prison.
First and foremost, that is not true. You can. Okay. Looks like I do have it. Seemed like it got super fast there. That is not true. You can get a job in corporate America. You just have to figure out which companies hire people. Yes, it's not as many as you'd love to believe, but the jobs do exist. You can do some other things, Christian, to figure that out. I would tell you, but then I have to kill you because you didn't pay me a damn thing. All right. But Christian, I feel like he's just a salesperson. I also feel like he talks the speed or the rate of speed in which he's speaking, it's getting faster. That's why I had to check the speed myself. Let me just go back to normal, because sometimes when somebody is trying to hurry up and get past the point because they don't want you asking any clarifying questions around that piece, so they try to hurry up past that part. I always feel like that's what he's doing. So I'm going to, I just slowed it down to normal speed, but I'm going to speed it back up again here in a minute or so. Let's just hear how he's talking about this and why he can't return to corporate America when, for all we know, he was working at Aldo's in the mall. Now, that's what the people had said. I didn't say it. Okay. I don't know this man. All right. I don't know him. So.
And the more people I get, now it's a pyramid scheme.
I was going to say, a lot of people think affiliate marketing or MLM, right?
Same thing. Yep.
Yeah, they all think it's a pyramid scheme because, like you said, it starts from the people at the bottom growing their network, and each person above makes the most money until the person rises to the top, right?
But so is corporate America. You have CFO, CEO, CFO. You have supervisors, middle management, and then you have employees. But your boss will never pay you to be his neighbor. Ever. I couldn't, and no discredit to corporate America. I respect whatever people are doing in a legal way. I respect it.
I want to go back a taste. I want to look at, hold on. I want y'all to look at Carlos's okay, there we go. Okay, I went back just a little bit. Listen to what he's saying and then look at Carlos's face.
You have CFO, CEO, CFO. You have supervisors, middle management, and then you have employees. But your boss will never pay you to be his neighbor. Ever.
I feel like Christian thinks he just said something profound, okay? And Carlos is looking at him like, we enjoyed a really good dinner the other night, and Jen is my very dear friend, and I know that she met your gay ass through our gay ass friend, and but I'm not gonna say nothing about it, but you're pushing me. You're pushing me. I think it took everything in his power to stay quiet. Okay. A mess.
I couldn't, and no discredit to corporate America. I respect whatever people are doing in a legal way. I respect it. Cool. If you want to go sell bean pies, if you want to work corporate America 9 to 5 so you can have that pension, that 401k, I respect it, right? It's just not for me. And it's definitely not for me now because I can't even go back to corporate America with a felony. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I built myself up coming out of prison. I said, listen, I want the same thing I carried into this because I actually stopped. I left corporate America before I went to prison at 20 years old. It's been 11 years now. And affiliate marketing was that.
So this is why I don't understand why Carlos isn't pushing back on that. So you left corporate America at 20. You got a job in corporate America at 19, but you left in 2020. You were in prison by 2020. I'm sorry, by the time you were 20. Somewhere between around 21 and 20. So make this make sense. Sir, you didn't leave corporate America because you outgrew it. First of all, I want to know what you were doing at 19 with no college degree, no real work experience. What were you doing at the age of 19 making 6 figures a year at Aldo's or AT&T? Because I keep hearing about both of these places. So that sounds like you had 2 jobs in 1.5 year span of time before you even went into prison. So I don't want, he's going to have to stop with this bullshit about what he achieved in corporate America. And why is he continuing to say that? Why doesn't he just say whatever company he worked at? Oh, someone said Verizon. That's right. I did see something about on the document about Verizon, but he mentions AT&T in some interview. And girl is that legal attorney Simone, she mentioned Aldo's. So that's, now we're talking 3 different places that he supposedly worked when he really anyway, goodbye. Let's listen.
Was that vehicle, because I said I could build a community with this, right? And not only are these people, yes, I may bring in 10 people and those 10 people bring in 20 people. Guess what? That turns into something called residuals.
Yes.
Right. And there's probably 7 different ways you get paid. You might get paid from, overrides or level overrides, right? That's how that structure worked. But when it didn't work out for the people, oh, he scammed me.
Okay, so let me say this too. I worked for, I don't want to say work for. I had signed up to become a distributor for a company called Melaleuca. I don't know if you guys are familiar with them. They're set up much like a Amway. They make all of these household products, all chemical free, all of this, that, and the other. Now, at the time that we were selling it, social media was, in full swing, because I'm talking like maybe 10 years ago. But I had never really used social media for anything outside of just socializing, right? So when I remembered, because I do have, a good number of people that I'm connected with, in particular where Facebook was concerned. So I was like, well, I would love to post this on my Facebook account, but you had to be, and you could, but you had to be creative in how you did it. You can't sell the products outright on Facebook. You can't say, hey, I sell Melaleuca. We got this on sale. Contact me here. You have to find a creative way to get the product out there and to get people to reach out to you about the product. Now, the reason why I'm saying all of that is because that is what this dude is doing right here, right now. He is basically telling everybody listening, anybody who will listen, I am successful at multi-level marketing. I've been with this company, and then I came over here and I was doing this. I started at this age, and then I went to prison. Excuse me. And then when I came out, I jumped right in. I can't get a real job. This is what the only thing that I can do. And guess what? Even I can do this and be successful. That is what he is doing. He is basically just doing a PSA for his business. And it doesn't matter what anybody says about him negative, because the proof is in the pudding. He's much like the Bishop Bling Bling. That man, he knew 25 people was the maximum that had ever been inside of his church. And he didn't give a damn. He was still going to come out here, going to make a spectacle of any and everything he could. He was exploiting himself, his church, God. He was putting on them raggedy ass suits and buying all that cheap ass material and trying to act like he had on all these designer suits and whatnot. All of that was a show, because he knew if he stayed with it enough and if he got in front of enough people, he was going to draw in enough people so that he could continue to finance the life he wanted or he had and the one he wants in the future. That's exactly what these con artists are doing. Same with Nesto, same with old Wade Wilson. This is their strategy. Okay. Get next to the man who's next to the man. All right. I'll get next to a woman if I don't like them. I'll get next to a man even if I don't like them. It don't matter if I like them or not. I'm just next to them so I can get what I want out of this situation. That is what this dude does. And that's what all of those guys that I just named do. So let's listen.
So this is not my first rodeo. I've been
Oh shit.
I've been caught a scammer since I was 25 years old.
Really?
Coming out of prison. You see what I'm saying? Now I leave United Wealth Education where I was doing credit and I go to a company called IM Mastery Academy. IM Mastery Academy is really what changed my life. It's an MLM structure, but they're teaching people, there's educators, right, that are teaching people how to trade in the financial markets.
Okay. Like the stock market and stuff?
More so, I don't like to say the stock market, more so on the Forex side. I started in foreign currencies, US dollar versus the Japanese yen, the pound versus you see what I'm saying? The pound versus the euro. And then I got into options, binaries, where I was just calling and putting. Basically, I'm saying, okay, market is going to go to this price or market is going to come down to this price. Mind you, this is when I'm back on my own. I'm a part of this company, but I'm learning this. And when I left that company, IM Mastery Academy, I said, I'm literally at a point where I can just do my own thing. I'm just talking about solely Christian, no company attached, just me. And up until I started trading in pandemic, because I sat in the house anyway, right? That's when I really honed into trading. And when I grasped the skill and I came up with my own strategies in the market, when I say there was a thing that circulated I want a job. I think I said it, and what I mean by that is I love the work. I love getting on the stage and talking to people. I love to get out in the field. When I'm sitting behind a screen, that's not work for me. And I understand work smart, don't work smarter, not harder. But that's one thing I've always missed is the grind. And just being a day trader, it's a grind because you have to analyze and do technical analysis on the charts. You have to set your indicators. You have to do this, that, and the third. But I miss the grind, but I also miss helping the people. And people will come to me and be like, listen, I want to learn how to trade. Cool.
So wait a minute. You claiming that you wanted a job is because you're making money so easily and so much of it that it's not challenging for you. So you want to go flip burgers or something just so that you can be grinding. But then you said you want a job because you want to help the people. But my thought is, if you are doing the thing that you love to do and that you do so well and you can make so much money doing it, wouldn't it be smarter for you to continue to do that and then create a nonprofit and hire some people to run the nonprofit to do the things you don't know how to do while you're over there making the money you want to make and free up enough time for yourself to help out the people in the community that you want to help in the process? What are we doing right now? Sir. And Jen, here's the thing. Jen doesn't want to know what he does because Jen is not interested in learning. She's interested in the money. But all of that shit is too much for her. She doesn't want to know. So that's why she's glad to be sitting next to this young little boy who can talk circles around her ass because she is not as smart as him. Now, I'm not trying to be funny. She's not. It's clear. Okay? And she doesn't want to be. But yeah, this dude, her friends ain't her friends, and this dude ain't her man. Okay? I'm just saying.
Oh, I'll teach you the skill. And that's how I started my group.
That's called the
Gold Reserve Fund.
So explain. So you make your money based.
You know what? Now look, somebody, anybody, I want everyone in this chat to put Jesus Christ. Okay? I want everybody in here to immediately type in the chat Jesus Christ. Okay? I need everyone expeditiously. Okay? Because this damn 504, okay? said, Jen, this is not funny. This is not funny, 504. That's mean, in fact, okay? But 504, with her mean bullying ass, said, Jen, do you like your ankles? I'm just asking. Oh my God. A mess. Sonya's white muscle t-shirt. A mess. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's listen.
Based on the percentage of the people who your clients?
I don't charge percent.
How do you make your money though?
I make my money solely, and I also bought this up, which people twisted it. I don't make money. I don't really make money from the company. I make money from my skill.
Explain that to me.
So if I let go of the company, I'm still going to make money trading. I've sat my computer in front of Jennifer and she's seen it in real time. I said, don't look at the candlesticks. I want you to look at the figure.
And that is why I say what I say. This fool knows exactly what he is doing when he's doing it, Jen. Do you think it was a coincidence, Jen, that he wanted to show you how he makes his money and just how much money he's making in the moment? Because I know if you show me some shit like that, I'm going to want to know how I can do that too. Or I don't have time and I'm not interested in learning how, but babe, if we're together and you're my man and you're going to be my husband and you are my husband, then I don't need to learn how to do this because you know how to do this. So here, babe, here's my money. You make more money than me. You earn more than I do. Your net worth is more than mine is. So I'll just show you what I earn and I'll give you access to my money because my money's not as much as your money anyway. And so I'll just let you have access to it so that you can help me make the money that you over there making. That way it's our money anyway, babe. Mm-hmm. Jen, girl, zip that damn purse up. Okay? Put your pocketbook on the other side of you, wherever this nigga is. If y'all sitting at a couch on an interview, if y'all sitting at a movie theater, if you at somebody's house for a dinner party, keep your purse on the opposite side. In fact, don't bring a purse. Bring $100 bill and a credit card and a driver's license and put it in your bra strap somewhere, okay? Okay? Tuck that shit in your bra. Put it somewhere where it's going to be snug and even you are going to forget that it's there. You understand me, Jen? You understand me, right? So I want you to do that and I want you to go on about your business. All right? And then I want you to tiptoe out when this nigga goes to sleep because he is going to want whatever he thinks you have. He's always going to have a business idea. He's always going to have some huge investment opportunity. Girl, it's a setup. It's a setup. Okay. And this gay man and his gay friends don't like you as much as you think because they didn't tell you. They didn't tell you. Okay. And it has nothing to do with them being gay. This has to do with, this gay man doesn't want this heterosexual woman, and this heterosexual woman doesn't know that this is a gay man. And these friends who knew better, who were friends with him, they should be ashamed of themselves. That is all I am saying about that. Okay? Oh, wait, what you say? 504 said, it's no diss to his victim, but it's crazy that she can listen to him tell this ridiculous story and big himself up. That's what I'm saying. She's sitting there. You can tell she's the type of person that she doesn't want to research anything. Nothing. She doesn't want to look anything up. She's like the Portia. You know how Portia was like talking about the Underground Railroad and shit? Yeah. That's Jen. She doesn't want to know anything. So she's going to take whatever somebody tells her as gospel. That's what it appears to be her whole MO. Up, Dimples is saying just like Shirley. Yep. Just like Sonia, just like Shirley, just like a lot of these people. You would think better of them, right? You would think that would not be the case. But apparently that's the case. All right, let's listen.
The equity on the account, I want you to see it's either going to be red, I'm in the negative, or it's going to be green, I'm in the positive, right?
So you're making money from your own trading. So
that is really the sole amount of my income. The business side, of course, that is when people say, listen, I don't know anything about what you do, but I want my money to grow because my 401k is not doing it. Mm-hmm. My pension, whatever, right? My savings account is 0.01% or something like that annually. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So people are getting 20, 25 cents, depending on what you're depositing. That's what? That's the biggest scam in the world, right? So people are coming to me saying this, and I'm like, wow, I already want to get back to helping the people. What better than getting back into that and starting a group? So I was trading and I was a successful trader before I started Go Reserve Fund, mm-hmm. right? I said, okay, I want to build this community. I want to have a sector of the group where I'm teaching. I'm doing one-on-ones with people. People learn better in one-on-one setting because people have different learning curves.
You know what else happens in those one-on-one settings? He is interviewing his marks. He wants for you to pay for his time because he's convinced you that his time is worth something. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is, while he's going to lie to you, you're going to tell truths about yourself to him. And I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't ask to see like their portfolios. I would bet this man asks for more than a little bit about these people that he's meeting one-on-one with. His whole selling point is, I'm young, I did all this time in prison, and now look at me. My girl is on reality TV. I'm a millionaire. I'm this, I'm that. I've been on this show. This dude right here, I don't know these people. But you would think that the people who know these people would say something to these people.
I got into something called trade signals. So this is when I first started. Trading mastery, which is teaching.
He is straight up and down giving us his full-blooded resume. And here's the other thing. Let me say this. Jen, your time is done, mama. We've talked to you and about you as much as we're going to talk about. I bet, because this is where, again, I haven't seen this part of the interview. From this point on, I haven't seen it. But it won't surprise me if we don't hear much more from Jennifer. And whatever we do hear from Jennifer is probably going to be what she thinks about Christian. It's still going to be about Christian, whatever we hear from Jennifer, because this was all about him in the first place. He knew that they would criticize him for being an ex-con, for what he went in for his baby mom. He knew all of this, y'all. He didn't give a damn. He didn't give a damn because it was more important to have the clout, if you will, the visibility, if you will, and the money that's sure to come with it. That's all that mattered. That's all that matters to him. He doesn't care what y'all call him as long as you call him. The thing is, he didn't think that somebody else would be calling the popo about him leaving the country while on probation, child. But here you go.
Signals is those people literally copy and paste my parameters. So you can have your own trading platform in your own account.
Mhm.
And I would say, okay, get in at this entry. These are the parameters. All you have to do is literally take the numbers I'm giving you and place it on your platform and just click one button. And then I got into account management. I don't trade the primary market. I trade the secondary market. Primary market is more so securities. I don't trade securities, which means I don't need a securities license. I don't need a Series 7. I don't need a Series 63 to trade secondary market.
And is that because you have a felony on your record?
Yeah, I can't get a securities license anyway.
Okay, yeah.
So I said, I'm going to take this and I'm going to help people win. I charge one fee. And typically people in my position, they say, whatever I make on your account, I want 10%. You know why people do that? Most people do that because they're not actually making real money trading on their own.
Right. So the thing is, you have your own trading account, right? So for example, I own stocks, right?
And what platform do you use?
Vanguard, right? Okay. So obviously I have money in there. And like you said, it goes up and down, whatever. So that's one of my sources of income/revenue, right? So when it comes to you, your day trading that you do now currently, that's your income. That's your income is held into this trading account that you have ownership of.
That's correct.
Right. Okay. The other thing you do now or used to do, let me know if you do this now. When you help other people, you charge them a one-time fee to lend your expertise in terms of letting them know what to do in the secondary market.
That's correct.
Okay. So when you and Jen have this scene that aired on Basketball Wives, and we'll get into the 250 in a second. So when you talked about wanting a job and Jennifer D. Williams gave the Black Mama head turn, looked at you like,
that's what you saw.
Yeah, like, what are you talking about? You have a job, and you was like, I'm gonna be a bartender. I want to do that. What did you mean by that? Because obviously you're making money, but is it that you wanted to physically be in the workplace, or?
So, and I'm glad you asked me that, so that people can hear it come from my mouth. First of all, in that scene when we were filming, Jennifer was like, I am allergic to broke. And then she proceeded to say, there's no reason in 2024 anyone should be broke because there's so many different outlets. You have Uber, you have Lyft, you have, you know what I mean? You can make money, you could be a streamer, whatever. And I said, oh, well, maybe I'll get it. I didn't say maybe. I said, I actually asked Jennifer if I can get a job. I was jokingly saying that, but at the same time, it goes back to me saying I actually miss the work. It's not meaning that I want to go back into employment. But what I used to do before becoming independent and just trading on my own, I was on stages in front of thousands of people telling my story. That is getting in the field and going to work. So I probably said it in a way where people are like, oh, well, we knew he didn't have a job, blah, 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 blah. And then I said, well, I have a company, but I make the most money from my skill. And I think they twisted that as well to make it seem as, oh, well,
we
he
were
really.
also, I'm sorry,
No,
not
no.
to cut you off. We were filming an episode.
Sir, we didn't confuse anything by what you said. You doubled down. You made it sound like you just need a place to get up and go to. And you made it sound like it didn't have to be nothing deep. You know, you just needed some place to get up and go. You needed to work or whatever. And if you knew that, you knew basically by the way that Jennifer responded to your answer or tried to clear up your answer, you knew then that it came across a weird way. So I don't know if that was for, for entertainment value that came up or what you're talking about now, but none of it makes sense to me. I don't know. I don't know. What did I just see? Something. Oh, D-Dub said, I get so bored of people on reality TV blaming the editing. Here's the thing, too. This is the only time. Now, let's be clear about something. The only time Jennifer adds value to the season storyline is if she, in her own personal storyline, is the victim of something or someone. So whether she is the victim to Tammy, or she's the victim to Evelyn, or she's the victim to her ex-husband, or she's the victim to Tim, now she's the victim of Jackie, or she has been the victim to Jackie. I want to say even been the victim to Shawnee. Definitely been the victim to Malaysia. And now she is the victim of I would say social media. That's what I'm saying. Work in progress. Her storylines have only been of her being a victim. You can't tell me any time where she really was the focal point. Any other time she's a sidekick to Evelyn. And whatever Evelyn got going on, she's a part of. But yeah, it's a mess. So here's her moment. And even now, it ain't even her moment because the majority of the only reason this interview is even taking place is because of her man. And we're not going to hear any more from Jen, really. Again, I have not seen the end of this, but I believe that's where we're headed now. We've talked to Jen as much as we really going to talk to Jen about whatever Jen had going on. Now it's all about Christian.
For our YouTube channel.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Which they were filming us do that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? On our YouTube channel.
We play around, we joke.
We joke, we have open dialogue. Sometimes it's serious, sometimes it's not. But, in the context of everything in the world and everybody's just so like, I think the scrutiny on him is so magnetized. So, and he's just being his authentic self, because he's talking to me, he's comfortable with me. But
I'm sorry, the scrutiny is so magnetized, or do you mean magnified? Is that what you mean? Because if the scrutiny is magnetized, what does that mean? You're addicted, you're drawing into you. I don't know what we're saying. It's so magnified, or magnetized, Jim. This is why I say she's not smart. She doesn't read, and nor does she feel like it. But let's listen.
Every little thing he says, they pick it apart.
Mm-hmm.
Like they dissect, like, well, what did he? Oh, so he doesn't have a job. We knew he was scamming her. That's why he asked her for. It's just like they then come up with all these theories and narrative, and it's like you gathered that from that one little 20-second clip that you saw. You know, it's so crazy. So
no, it's because we heard the words that came out of his mouth. So no one's making it out to be something that he didn't make it out to be. He said, I need a job. And that embarrassed you, Jen. And then when you tried to clean it up, he tried to clear you up. Girl.
Oh, not to cut you off, but we were just filming our YouTube, doing what we do. You know,
we joke, we laugh, we
really.
Y'all weren't joking. That wasn't a joke. And if it was, y'all need to work on your jokes because the shit was weird. That was not a joke. Okay? Even Jen didn't laugh. If it was a joke, why didn't Jen laugh?
Have a good time.
What is your worth, if you don't mind me asking that?
My net worth?
Yeah.
My net worth, about 6 million. And this is investment, you know, just not even just trading, you know what I mean? And is that a lot? No, it's not. I've made
that's a lot, Christian.
I've made, and I'm going to be very transparent. Before I started this group, I made $1 million and had $1 million liquid. Babe, you know this story. I had $1 million liquid. That's different than your home, your cars, and your you know, depreciating assets. But I made my first $1 million, and what did I do? Buying cars, staying in crazy this is before Jennifer. I'm staying in penthouses, $8,000-9,000 a month. When I met Jennifer, I was paying astronomical money, and I was just like, this is like, when it got to the point of me going through, that's why I always tell people $1 million is not a lot of money. $1 billion is, but $1 million is not a lot of money. You can go buy Lambo, you can go buy whatever, pop bottles in the club, pay for everyone their dinner, their food, because I'm a pleaser. I love to, you know, take people out to dinner, whatever, take care of everyone, right? Mm-hmm. And I remember I ended up with negative 39 cents in my bank account. I flew through it.
And that was your $1 million liquid?
Liquid.
This is before you met Jen?
This is before I met Jen. This is 2021. And one thing I always say, if I made it once, I can go do it again. Now, what I do with it when I get it back is all up to me. It's all up to my discipline. It's up to my maturity. I already knew that I wanted a wife. You know what I mean? I wanted to start a life with someone. I was literally manifesting this. And I said, I can't do this with this mindset. You get what
I wonder if when he's saying, you know, how he knew he wanted a wife. I mean, this is a lot that he knew, knowing that he just literally got out of prison, right? And I'm not saying he can't have dreams and desires and goals. I think he should have all of that. I just don't understand why Jen can't count and why Jen can't see that this dude had an agenda, and he was going to ensure that he found somebody who fit the bill that he needed them to fit so that he achieves his ultimate goals, financially and otherwise. And he's trying to use you to do it, Jen. Girl.
I'm saying? So I took that, I built the discipline, and that's why today I'm actually more frugal than I used to be. I used to just
Jen, you know why he's so frugal now? He wants you to think that he's being frugal now because you're up close and personal with his spending habits and what's going to be readily available. So it's easier to say, no, babe, we can't go out tonight. We can go out once a week. We can't be going out 4 nights a week. We're going to go out once a week. All right. Because it's important. When the truth is you can't afford that shit. So you want her to think you always were some big baller shot caller when in fact, you never were a big baller shot caller, still can't be one, and you're over here faking the funk. That's what I think is happening. Okay, call me crazy, but I think that's what's going on here. But I can see that, but Jen can't see that. Jen, that's why if y'all living together now or about to start living together, and anyway, let's listen.
Here, just watch here. I posted something like on my Instagram and it said, not verbatim, but it said, I remember I wanted that AP. I wanted that Patek. I wanted that Rolex. I wanted that Cuban. And I went and got it and I still didn't feel happiness. You know when I felt the most happy? When I had negative 39 cents in my bank account. Really? I was the happiest I've ever been.
Why?
Because he's lying. That's the first thing. Because if having a negative 39 cents will make you the happiest you have ever been in your life, you should never want no money. You shouldn't even be consumed with the thought of making money. Why? Because how could you be happier when you had none and you were happiest and you got plenty now and you're not as happy? Something's fucked up in your life and you need to get that handled. You need to really get a grip on it. You sound like a fool. And Jen, you don't hear this shit? Where are Jen's real friends? That's the question. Good God.
Because money doesn't find that for me. It because when you get there, we're like, oh, if I get $1 million, I'm good. If I get 10.
So money is not important to you, sir, right? Is that what he's saying? He's not defined by money. But Jen has already told you she's allergic to broke. So you better get a new definition. You better find some other way to get a definition for yourself. All right. Because she says her nigga cannot be defined with the word broke in a sentence. Okay. That's not the definition she's looking for. Okay. And yeah, that's right. He is worth $6 million, but could not pay the $250,000 that he didn't owe. And didn't pay the $12,500 initially that he did owe. Make it all make sense, people. Help me understand it.
$10 million, I'm good. You get to that place and then you still come to that realization of like, I am still unhappy.
Well, Jennifer says she's allergic to broke.
Yeah.
Do you think money defines you, Jen?
Well,
yes.
No, I wouldn't say it defines me, right? But it makes life easier for sure.
It pays the bills and it gives you experiences for sure.
Yeah. And listen, I like to be comfortable. You know what I mean? And the difference between Christian and I on certain levels, like I'm very much like I'll splurge, you know, we go to Paris, I'm in heaven. I'm like, I can't wait to drop these bags. I'm going to every store. I'm just like,
as soon as we check in, I mean, no lay down or no change clothes, hit the streets.
Yeah, like that's I love it. That's my vice, right? He has like other vices, but he's not gonna be like, oh yeah, like although he's like into fashion.
Watches are my vice.
Yeah, that's like his vice.
And those are my trophies. This is a yacht master. This is actually a gift.
From who?
This is my 30th birthday gift from your very own
Jennifer. You buying Rolexes?
No. But what was your first gift when we met for Christmas?
A Rolly? Iced out?
No, that's a sunburst. That's a Protect. And I said I've never done this for I've never went this distance. And the distance I went.
You see what he's doing? He's going to give her expensive gifts that sets her and hold on, y'all. Sorry, y'all. But you see how he's going to give her these expensive gifts because that sets an expectation for her to give him expensive gifts. And he'll always be able to say, remember when we got together, I bought you this. I took you there. I did this. When the long con is he's always going to get more than she's going to get because he ain't got shit. Pretty much.
Went to get it through my broker, but it wasn't a thing like, oh, I'm big dog, I'm stepping in. It was like, I remember her saying, like, I want to protect. And I hear everything Jennifer says. She may not think I hear it, but if she needs her feet rubbed or she wants a massage, I take her to get a massage. I rub her feet. I want to protect. Oh, okay. Let me hit the broker up. And those are considered investment pieces. They go, it's just like the market. They go up and down in value, but they're investment pieces.
Have your money increased since you met Christian?
Yeah, for sure.
Who makes more money, you or Christian?
I always say him. For sure. Like he can literally, and we just.
I put it in front of her face all the time.
Have you seen his bank statements?
No, I'm showing you bank statements. I'm showing you trade accounts, but I'm also showing you statements.
But he actually does not believe in banks like that. Like
I keep a very minute money in the bank.
Yeah, you should not keep more than $250,000.
I do not trust banks.
Yeah.
Again, he keeps a very small amount. A minute amount to him is just under $250, right? Again, this way she can't say, well, I never saw millions of dollars in his account. That's because you will never see millions of dollars in his account because he doesn't have millions of dollars, Jen. He is fucking you up right before our eyes. God.
Yeah, so I see his trade accounts. So I see the equity. I see what's in there. We were laying in bed one day and he was, I don't know what trade because this is all like foreign to me.
Oh, in LA.
And I start recording him because I'm like, I'm looking like, my eyes like really seeing what I'm seeing. And he's like in a trade, and at the top you see what the number is, right? And it's like he said it's either in red or blue. And it was like literally like it kept going up. And it was within a matter of maybe like 90 seconds. I don't know what you started at, but it kept going up. And it literally went up to 50,000. And I couldn't believe my eyes. That's why I started recording it. Like, what the hell kind of trade is this? But
of course, he knew you would want to record it. He knew that you seeing something like that was going to get you to say, oh my God, here, how do I learn how to do this? Or, babe, I can't learn all this. Here's my money. Do it for both of us. It's going to be your money anyway. It's our money. You see where this is going? This girl can't be this stupid.
Me and coach, like, what the hell? So again, this is a world I'm not privy to. You know, like it's not my world, but I see
it. Jen and her ignorant ass using the wrong word. Jen, you definitely are privy to that type of money growth, to these types of investments. You definitely are privy to it. That means you have the privilege that can put you in the room, right? And gain you the access to learn what you need to do so that you can grow your money. You have that. You are privy to it. I think you meant that you're not aware of it. You're not knowledgeable of it. You are ignorant to it. But, ma'am, again, this heifer, Jesus, this is why this little young boy can run circles around you.
Here's the thing, my eyes don't lie to me. I've seen it happen. Like, it can happen, and just.
And Jennifer also, sorry.
Your eyes do lie to you, Jen. They lie to you. As soon as you looked at Tim Norman and you said to yourself that he did not have childbearing hips. When you looked at that big black man with them big ass lunch lady arms and them childbirthing hips, and you said, that's going to be my future husband. He's a good man, Savannah. But instead, your eyes told you that was Prince Charming. And he was going to sling the chicken, fry it up in the pan, and never, never, never let you forget he's no one's man. Okay? Even though he acts like a whole woman. Yeah. So that's who you fell in love with, Jen. You constantly are lied to by your eyes. So stop it. Just stop it.
Babe, to cut you off, but I want to make a point to you and the people. She said, babe, I want to send you money to trade for me. And I said, no, you open up your own account and I'll trade for you in that account. That way you have access to it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I want, because I know what she's been through and I don't want that in the, you know what I mean?
No. You see what I'm saying right here? So now he is trading for her. No, babe. You set up your own account. I'll trade for you over there, but this is your money. You will have access to this money. This is your money. Then it'll get to a point where it becomes an inconvenience for him not to be able to have full access to her money. And next thing you know, she'll be giving him full access to her money that he will be stealing from, putting it aside, or spending that shit, much like Nesto was spending Shirley's money. Yeah, that's Jennifer. Wake the hell up. Okay? Wake up. This is ridiculous.
I mean, just not saying she thinks it's me, but it's, listen, you open this account and I will grow this for you. That's my gift to you, whatever. I don't want anything from it. And I heavily believe in growing my woman's assets too, if I have the skill to do it.
But here's the thing I think that we have to talk about as well, because it's a great business to be in, right? But with anything, it comes with risks.
Mm-hmm. It is a risk.
It's like, it's every day is a gamble. And like some days, yeah, you're going to win. I saw that 50,000 happen, like I said, within 90 seconds with my own eyes. But I also know, like, you're going to take losses. It's just the law of the universe. Like, you're not going to win every day. No matter.
I wonder how many times he has shown that same clip to God knows how many people, whether they were women or just prospective clients. Just how many times has he shown that clip, and how many of those clips does he have? I hope they confiscated his computer when he goes to trial. If he goes to trial, it'll be interesting to watch Jennifer sit there and learn about how that clip or those types of clips were used to pull in other potential victims or previous victims. Because she gonna lose some. If she hasn't already, she gonna lose some money with him. I bet she is already giving him money and they're just not speaking on it. But if he hasn't, he will. I'm sure he has, though, by now.
matter what you do in life. So there's a lot that goes with that. Like trading is great. You know, last Monday, the market crashed. It was like the biggest crash in history. Everybody lost shit on Monday that was in the stock market.
6.4 trillion.
You know, like it was something unheard of. So I feel bad for him because sometimes his clients, they love him and sometimes they hate
When
him.
I'm making money, they love me. But when I lose $20,
Right.
I knew you were a scammer. And then the narrative of the restitution, and they see that spinning it into.
Well, why would you put yourself in that predicament then? Why go out of your way to trade for these other people if you're not making money off of it? And if you get so much grief when you lose, then why even be bothered with it? Let people, you know, you can put together your little book. You claim you're already a best-selling author. Write another book on the steps to trading, and then sell it that way. That way, whatever they do or don't do, that's on them. Why does it matter to you? And why would you put yourself in that predicament knowing that you already have issues with the law in the past? Why put yourself in that position? You could do so many other things. Just trade for yourself, teach a class here and there, or write your book and mind your business. I don't understand. But okay.
Have you? Well, have you lost clients because of you appearing on Basketball Wives?
Yes.
Because the perception was based on the clips, they're concerned that you're scamming them too.
Yes. I've also had clients reach out to me and say, just for confidentiality, I don't say names or anything, but I've also had clients reach out to me and say, I've seen all the narratives about you online, but I've always gotten results with you. Because the money I make them, they can tangibly touch it. See what I'm saying? They can
And how do we know that actually happened, Nesto? How do we know that somebody called you and said that what they saying about you is a lie and you've only been good to me? I just wonder, Nesto, how often did this happen? Huh? Oh, child. And did Jennifer hear him say it? And did they write it on your website somewhere? Did they tell that to the Better Business Bureau? Who the hell they say it to? And how we know you ain't lying, liar?
Tangibly touch it. They want it. Most of them are like, this is just long term. I want to retire. I have people that say, my Caucasian clients understand. It's so sad that our clients don't understand. When I lose,
is this Sonia's brother? Is this Sonia? Wait, what you say now, Nesto? Huh? The white people understand, the black people don't? That's what you're saying, Nesto? Child, these people are all the same, aren't they?
money, I'm automatically a scammer. I lost a record amount last week. A record amount.
No.
That I'm going to be recovering from for not a long time, but it's going to take a while. I was already down in trades at the time, and then Monday hit.
He loves for those kind of moments to happen. Why? Because that's the excuse he can use for keeping all the money that he told y'all that he was investing for y'all. See, he probably had already blown that money anyway, and he was trying to figure out how he was going to cover that shit up. But now this shit happened, so he ain't got to think up nothing. That's how you lost your money. That's how you lost it. Now, that don't mean he got it somewhere in a bank account, because a nigga like him, he's spending all the time because he has to keep up an image. So he had already run through that money, but at least now he doesn't have to account for it for you. You see what I'm saying? This fool right here, he is working the hell out of this girl who is lazy and has a princess mentality who doesn't want to work and probably has never had a job ever.
It just it's the game. And I put that on paper and let my clients know verbally and on paper, some or all of your capital is at risk with this. So you're agreeing to investing, but just as much as I lose capital, you can too. So I've made people money, but I've also lost money too.
There's people, because obviously there's been questions about you, Jen, as well. How do you feel when people are like, Christian, do you think Jen is with you for love or for your money?
I was having a conversation with my stepfather maybe 2 hours, about 3 o'clock today. I mean, 2 o'clock today. And he said, you know, one thing I love about Jen? Jen has this lifestyle. She loves to shop. She loves nice things. She loves fancy restaurants. He said, one thing I've realized about my stepdad he calls me son, but he said my soon-to-be daughter-in-law, I've seen the way she looks at you. I've seen the way she treats you. I've seen the peace she's giving you. And he said, that's when I knew that she was not in it for that. Whatever I do for Jennifer, Jennifer can do for herself.
Yeah, because you can't do shit for her.
And I got to respect that.
Everything she doing, Nesto, she is doing it for herself. Sir, you ain't got no damn money. And if you do, I got a feeling it ain't as much as people think. And you are constantly robbing Peter to pay Paul. That's what I would believe. But okay, sir, if you say so.
I'm not intimidated by it. If anything, I'm motivated by it because now coming into marriage, we're a unit. We're going to be way more powerful together than we are apart. You see what I'm saying? So
no, you will be much more powerful together with Jen than you ever were without her. But she is not going to be very powerful. I don't feel it. I feel this is a con man for real.
I mean, outside of that, I've never really had anyone come to me and say, I mean, of course, the comments, but I don't know these people. I'm talking about people that matter in my life.
Was your stepdad at one point concerned, like, is she with you? Okay.
Not for that reason. My stepdad was actually concerned about the age gap early on. And he actually said it wasn't going to work because of her life.
It wasn't going to work, and it ain't going to work because of your life, nigga. One, your life is too young. Your life is too full of prison. Your life is still full of scamming. Your life is still full of kids that ain't Jen's. You got too much shit going on in your life. All right? Shit she ain't never ever thought about dealing with. Okay? Ooh, Jen, wake the hell up, girl.
And he knows that's not my life. I've always, even when I was having this success and lost it and gained it back before Jennifer, I've always kind of just been to myself. I don't have a big circle of friends. Jennifer can tell you. Hence why the wedding.
This is Nesto's little brother. Nesto ain't got no friends either because he's a scammer. I'm sure that's why people don't fuck with you too, Christian, Jen, Shawnee, Evelyn. People, what are y'all doing? Are y'all gonna tell this lady that she needs to watch out for this dude? Oh my God.
It was supposed to be like 30 to 40 people, but it ended up being, I think 75 or whatever. So he said, it's not going to work. And he didn't say it to me. It came back to me. But man to man, he called me a few months later and he said, I just want to apologize. I'm like, apologize for what? I want to apologize, number one, not coming to you man to man and telling you that it wasn't going to work and going to someone else in the family saying it wasn't going to work. And I have to respect that. You know what I mean? And I always say, Carlos, the double standard of we praise the older men that go after younger women. What's the difference? They praise that.
Yeah. No, it's definitely double standard too, because I mean,
Yes, Native. Wait, VLenore, is this Shirley Strawberry and Nesto the prequel? Yes, it is. Okay. I'm telling you right now that I've never seen so much scamming until this last year between these men and these women. I mean, there's Wade, there's Nesto, there's this Negro, and all the other Negroes before this one that dated Jen. Like everybody is on some bullshit. It's a mess, a whole mess. Ugh.
obviously, people look at this situation, and I'm sure you've seen this too, and I want to give you the opportunity to address it. Some people do think, like, Jen, we think you're continuing this because you have something to prove.
Mm-hmm.
And they are like, why rush into this wedding? Y'all just met less than 2 years ago.
Mhm.
Why the rush? Are you trying to prove something to the audience, to the fans? Why not just wait this out? What do you have to say to those people?
I mean, that's crazy, because I really am at a point in my life where I have found my fucking button, right? And what I mean by that is, like, I don't give a fuck what people say. People have been talking about me for years, whether it's love, whether it's hate. I have been through a lot of trials and tribulations in my life. Again, I have asked God for discernment. And like I told you, this is like this is the happiest time. And it's like, wait for what? We've been together almost 2 years. Like, I'm talking about, I think within a matter of 2 years, we probably haven't seen each other in like 45 days, right? Max. Because the great thing is he can work from wherever.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, I see him day in, day out. He sees me when I'm not looking like this. Like, it's very authentic. He literally is my best friend. I can tell him whatever. I learn from him. I think he learns from me. And when you know. And it's a feeling that if nobody
I don't care. I just think the way he's even looking at her is it's kind of goofy, actually. I'm not saying he just seems like a goofy. Like he's trying so hard to be grown. That's how I see him. Somebody was trying to be grown, okay? Hey Susie Q, thank you so much for the super chat. Missed too much, so I'm going to catch the replay. He sounds like he's full he's full of ish. He is, for sure. Thank you so much, Susie Q. Hey, Chop It Up 2.0. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Nice to see you. Hey, Lady 747. Men have always lived off of women. 2024 pimping.
That's fine. It's not for you to get. It's for him and I. And one thing Christian told me very early on, he said, listen, I'm not here to waste your time. And I respect him for that, because I think and I get it, like, you do have to be in relationships, kind of like feel it out. But it was always like, this is so bigger than what him and I probably imagined. Like, the connection it's just on another level. It's almost like I can't really put it into words. We have our bad days, like, we don't always see eye to eye. I'm not going to paint like this, the Mona Lisa, because it's not always amazing, but we talk to each other in a very respectful manner, and we're able to navigate whatever it might be. And I definitely attest to him being forward thinking with saying, babe, we need to get a premarital counselor. And we went through one, it didn't work. Now we love our counselors. But he's always said, the wedding, that's for you. I'm invested in the marriage. So Christian, again, he's wise beyond his years. I've never had anyone say that to me. I've only been married once. We know how that ended. Counseling was not even a thing. So again, like, I appreciate people being concerned, but it's not what it is. Like, I am literally, I know, and again, I have found my fucking button.
Are you going to have Christian sign a prenup?
We have talked about it. We talked about it. Because here's the thing, you know, he has kids. There's properties involved, you know, like there's certain things that in assets that need to be protected. So we've definitely had that conversation. So,
and I've never been opposed to it. I want to make sure Jennifer's protected at all times.
So are y'all gonna go through it? Y'all still conversing about it?
We are.
You are gonna pursue that.
Yeah.
On both sides.
It's important.
It's important. Okay.
And it's not a thing of, oh, well, thinking, oh, we're going to get divorced or anything like that. It's a thing of just being smart, because we are attacked for God. We've been attacked. This didn't just start from the show. This started from day freaking one.
Oh yeah.
Let me say this. I think any and every person on the planet who is considering getting married to any other person on the planet should all want a prenuptial agreement. I will never get married without a prenuptial agreement. I don't give a damn if we both have millions upon millions of dollars, and I don't care if neither one of us have a dime. I will never, ever, ever get married again without a prenup, because it doesn't just protect the person with all the money. It protects the person who doesn't have any as well. It truly does make sure that everyone's in agreement, and you guys can agree to whatever those stipulations, need to be. So hell to the yes. Anybody who doesn't get a prenup, you are being foolish. I'm just saying. Hopefully you never need it, but you should probably get one. Okay.
Yes. And the thing is,
I'm just like, people are really invested. And
listen, I am people because I'm invested in her, right? Listen, I like you a lot. You know what I'm saying? And we had dinner, and I was like, I took her to the we moved to the bathroom, and I grabbed my girl's hand, and I looked her dead in her eyes, and I said, "Are you good? Are you good? This is me and you, bitch. You good?" Because that's how close she and I are.
Yeah.
And she looked me dead in my eye. I was like, "I'm good." And I said, "You need to tell me if there's anything I need to do. Like, are you good?" Because obviously when we had dinner, I was like, I like him a lot. I think he's great. But obviously you guys were together.
Yeah.
So I wanted some one-on-one time with my girl because she always tells me the truth, right? And I grabbed her hands and I said, "Are you okay? You're good?" Because again, it's a lot to do with like what's happening. And I think me being protective of her was more so like, well, before you guys got engaged, I didn't meet them, and I usually can meet the guys. So it wasn't anything against you. I'm just protective of any guy she dates because of our history. And the reason why I was happy we all had dinner is because I now see why she loves you, right? Like, you are this man that she would talk to me about, that she needed and wanted. She always wanted a man who was able to teach her things, right? Because every woman wants it for protective. And Jen is very old school when it comes to relationships. She believes like, honey, if I walk out, open the door for me. I'm sure as you know this. Like, Jen is very much a woman, a feminine woman who believes in old school values. Jen is soft. Jen believes in the soft life. Jen is like, I try to be one of those girls out there trying to do everything.
Yeah,
like
I've always been about the soft life. I don't. It's like a thing now. I'm like, it should have always been a thing.
Yeah. So, listen, my advice to her would have always been like, get a prenup, only because it's a smart thing to do. And it's not indicative of like, well, what if things go wrong? It's always like you two have already said, you have 2 kids, right? 2 kids. You have 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
And
I keep them out of everything.
Yeah. And you should.
Their innocence.
You keep him out of everything. I wonder what his relationship is like with his kids. Is he seeing them all? Does he care for all of them? Child, anywho. Y'all, I'll be right back. I'm going to let this play until I come back. I'll be right back.
I take that very serious because people always asking, well, you don't post your kids. Well, listen, the type of attacks I get online, I don't want that on my children. People screenshot photos and they print them out and it's weird. So I have to protect their energy. I have to protect their innocence. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I love my children. Jennifer knows that. I'm always talking about them. I love them. And I love that Jennifer is accepting of it. You know what I mean?
You a stepmom, Jen?
I am.
You be hanging out with the kids?
She is.
I mean, yeah, that's my life now.
Do you guys want kids of your own together?
We've talked about it.
Yeah.
Are you pregnant?
No.
Okay. Is there a surrogate pregnant?
No.
Because you guys are giving me Kim and Kanye vibes.
No, we have to like get through the wedding first, and then we'll see what happens. We're moving. There's a lot of moving parts. So I think once we get settled,
she has I love you. She has such a nurturing spirit, and I always see just even how she treats our dog. I'm like, she would be phenomenal. And I think it would make her mother proud too. But whatever God has in store, you know what I mean? That's it. It's not a thing as forced, or if it happens, it does. If not, we got each other, and she has bonus children. And the goal is for them to grow up, and because I do have a daughter, and I would love my daughter to grow up and no discredit because they have a phenomenal mother, but my daughter to grow up and just see how Jen moves, see how Jen operates, see like that's a beautiful thing. And this is off camera, off TV. We are okay. At first, the comments would bother me. I'm new to this. You know what I mean? But now I know because I know who Christian is. I know my intentions. I love people. I love to help people. People get the wealth and don't share it. I'm different. If I have a skill and my people don't know the skill, I either teach it. If they're too lazy and they still want it, that's my thing. It's all about building people around me because it's an evil world, man. And we don't allow that evil world to come into the household. I said the last thing we're going to allow. This is when I say, you know what? I don't even care about the internet anymore. I don't even see it unless someone sends it to me, right? We will not allow that to come into our household and we start butting heads. We have to be stronger than ever, connected to our premarital counselors, praying. We watch, service together. You know what I mean? And that's just stay in jail. You know what I mean? So I've never felt a feeling like this ever with a person outside of my kids. My children and her, it's a feeling of, wow, I have to protect them with everything, every fiber of my being. And that's how I feel about Jennifer.
Well, look, I'm happy for you. It's long overdue, bitch. I mean,
yes.
we've been.
So do y'all think that Carlos really thinks that he's going to be a good fit for Jen, or do you think he is just saying whatever right now? What do you think this is? Just curious.
It was a long time.
We've been through it.
Yes.
No, all jokes aside, listen, I'm looking forward to the wedding. I'm invited. You know, I'm the lucky one. So I can't wait to see you guys walk down the aisle. Who paid the $250 bill? Is it paid for?
My restitution has been paid by myself.
So you paid the $250.
I paid my restitution, and it's done.
But here's the thing, though. Demi W said Carlos is trying to be a good friend to her on camera. No, a good friend, if they think something different than what this man just put out here and wants the people to believe, if I felt like I didn't know for sure if this man was a good man or a good fit for my friend, why would I have them come on my show? Like, this is my real personal friend, right? Now, I'm going to give them a platform to state their case, but I'm not going to give y'all the platform if I think this dude is trying to take you. You know what I mean? Like, so that's why I'm thinking, like, is this him really being a good friend because y'all just went to lunch or dinner or whatever for the first time the other night? And then he's doing an interview. And I felt like he was looking at him, looking all crazy, like, dude, I don't know. I just think this is not cool that if nothing else, as her friend, they should have said, I think that dude is gay. I'm just saying. Because I just find it hard to believe that he's not. Or at least bisexual, you know? And again, I'm assuming, I guess we're all assuming that if he is bisexual, that he didn't tell her, because it could be that he told her. But I just feel like he didn't. Demi said, a good friend in their eyes. Everyone doesn't believe in holding friends accountable in fear of hurting feelings. Then you're not a good friend. Ain't no way around that one. And I know what we tell ourselves, but ain't no way around it. You can still support people, but if you're not going to force them to be honest with you and you can't be honest with them, then y'all don't have a friendship. Just my thoughts. Anyway, they still over here talking shit. Now what? Let's listen.
Yeah, but also I think you need to clarify the amount, because there is just too much talk and chatter about that.
And just dudes, you know, I'm when it comes to them pulling the transcripts, what people don't realize is there's two sets of transcripts. When I got convicted, I went to trial. Well, to trial, then got convicted. My family collectively came together and hired an actual real attorney after the first one ditched me for a new trial to get me home sooner.
Okay.
And that is when another motion was filed for the hospital bills to be paid. They're like, well, she shouldn't have to pay him because she tried to get away from him. That's what they painted in court. So that's why she jumped. That's what prosecution painted, right?
Okay.
And that is where that amount came from. Here's another thing.
What amount?
There's a set amount, and I'm not going to say that amount because
wait, what amount? What, the 250 or the 12.5? What amount is that? Now, mind you, well, let's go back because I'm trying to understand what is he trying to say.
Guys, walk down the aisle. Who paid the $250 bill? Is it paid for?
My restitution has been paid by myself.
So you paid the $250.
I paid my restitution, and it's done.
So why won't he just say, yes, I paid the $250? He's not trying to be locked into that amount, is he? He is not trying to be locked into that amount.
But also I think you need to clarify the amount because
So Jen is saying, yeah, the issue is about the amount. So clarify the amount.
Because there is just too much
So
talk and chatter about
yes,
that.
and just dudes, you know, I'm when it comes to them pulling the transcripts, what people don't realize is there's two sets of transcripts.
Okay.
When I got convicted, I went to trial. Well, to trial, then got convicted. My family collectively came together and hired an actual real attorney after the first one ditched me for a new trial to get me home sooner.
Okay.
And that is when another motion was filed for the hospital bills to be paid. They're like, well, she shouldn't have to pay him because she tried to get away from him. That's what they painted in court. So that's why she jumped. That's what.
Okay, so the hospital bills are supposed to be the $250,000. Now I could see how her injuries could easily be if 2 broken ankles, you know, ain't nothing like a hospital bill. Okay. So I don't know if he's saying, okay, so the 250, that wasn't what I was initially sentenced to pay in restitution. That was the 12.5. But because my family went to get new attorneys to get me home sooner, that is when her attorneys submitted that these medical expenses be paid. That sounds like a civil matter. Now, in the words of Sonia, now that does sound civil. So the Susie 24 says the hospital bills were not the 250. Doesn't make sense. Well, what was the 250? Because these attorneys, like Attorney Simone, and I don't know if did Pam find where he owed 250 in restitution? It sounds like people can't find this $250,000 bill, but they do know that Jen was talking that her wedding may cost $250,000. But here's my thing. If he is worth $6 million, what difference would it make to him about this $250,000? Because if you recall, his assets, he is worth $6 million, but he doesn't put more than $250,000 in any given bank. So he has to have it in liquid, shouldn't he? Or a good amount of it. Why wouldn't that be paid off as well as the 12.5? Where is the money? And why does anybody have to worry about any of this? Because he has the money. So why? What happened? None of this makes sense.
What prosecution painted, right? And that is where that amount came from. Here's another thing.
And he's talking so fast. Let me tell you this. This is what I do know. I know that sometimes that when you have a plea agreement that is submitted, and the prosecution says, okay, here's what we'll offer you or what have you. And you know, and you decide whether or not you agree to it or not. They may sometimes add in other fees, like we'll keep you out of jail. So, you know, you won't go to jail, you won't go to prison, but you will have to pay this additional fee that may be equal to, if not more than, what you know, were responsible for in the first place. So sometimes those numbers are not necessarily indicative of the amount that he stole or he took or whatever, but it will have other expenses that are wrapped up into it now, and you're basically being forced to pay for this to keep you from going to prison, or to keep you out of prison. You know, instead of doing 25 years, you can do 10 years or whatever. You know, I'm just using that as an example. So Just saying. So I do know that that does happen, but I guess I don't know. He's talking so fast. He doesn't want you to spend too much time thinking about the parts that don't make sense.
There's a set amount, and I'm not going to say that amount because
Mhm.
I can't legally.
You can't say what legally. So you had a settlement agreement. Is that what you're trying to say? And so you had to pay them a settlement agreement, and that's why you can't say anything? Or did y'all have that kind of agreement? Or you want people to believe y'all had that type of agreement so that they lay off trying to get you to answer it? Like, who knows with this guy?
A set amount that I have to pay every single month coming home in 2018. I came home in 2018. We're now 2024. So that set amount, if I'm paying this set amount, and I'll go ahead and say it, $300 a month was the minimum that you could pay anything, but $300 a month. Do you not think that $12,500 wouldn't be paid by now? It's been 6 years. 12 months times 3 is $3,600. Times, I've been on papers for 6 years. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a numbers guy. So I'm looking at this and I'm just like, okay, I guess they correlated to me asking. I just had the conversation. Really, and it's crazy because their friend brought this up. Really, what I was saying was, I have this big, large bill that I have to take care of.
And I'm sorry, I've been wanting to say this the entire time we've been watching this interview, including a couple days ago when we did it. I'm just wondering, what made him think that this was, are those pants cute to y'all? Like, I don't know. I didn't want to judge it before now, but now I just can't hold back. This man with the fashion school, is this a fashion statement that's positive? Because to me, I feel assaulted by his pants. Like, this, you knew that Carlos King, the reality king, was going to be interviewing you and your girlfriend, who is on one of VH1's best television shows, or longest running television shows, or what have you. And you are doing this interview with her good friend, who is the host of his own thing, and he is a major force in reality, the reality industry, most specifically for Black reality stars. And this is what you decided with your fashion show, not show, but your fashion degree. This is what you decided to put on. Like, I don't even like the colors in those pants. They look so dingy. He's worth $6 million. This is what he decided to put on today. Is that a cute look? I'm not trying to be funny because it could be cute. It could be what the kids are wearing. He is a baby. He is a baby. So that must be what the baby's like. But I'm just asking y'all, is it me? Fine, forget it. Let's listen.
It's way larger than 250.
She's also heard. She's also heard me on the call before with my probation officer. And what did she say? You need to knock this down because it's a big amount. She's heard it out of her ears.
Mm-hmm. Well, why does anyone have to say that? You have $6 million. None of your money is in the bank. Most of your money is not in the bank because you don't trust banks. Mm-hmm. And no one can verify how much money you really have because you don't put your money in the banks conveniently. Mm-hmm.
So, to God be the glorious paid.
Huh?
Because restriction on travel.
I thought he said, to God be the glory of Spain. I said, what? Is that some new religion? I straight thought he had said, to God be the glory in Spain. I was like, what does Spain have to do with this? I thought they were getting married in France. I'm confused. Anywho, all right. So he said, to God be the glory, it is paid. Got it. Okay. All right.
Stem from that. You know what I mean? I would never ask her to take care of something that she had nothing to do
Of
with.
course not.
Yes, we're coming into a marriage. Yes, it'll get to a point where what do married couples do?
Wait, I'm serious. I thought he said, to God be the glory in Spain. I was like, where did that come from when they start saying that? Huh? No, he said, can the 70 work in progress said, can the 75 guests get their money back? Honey.
Someone handles the money. And I told Jennifer, I want you to handle the money. Did I not?
Are you guys gonna get a joint account?
We'll have one, but we'll also have our own.
Okay.
Jennifer likes to go to Saks and all that. Do that. But this house account got to be the house account. You get what I'm saying? Like
yeah, Jen. No Versace plates, my love.
Yeah, and she better have her money in that house account, because I got the feeling something tragic is going to happen to his business. Something tragic is going to happen to his income. He is hoping that all of this bad press, good press, nonetheless, is going to pay off and bring about more people to add to his MLM. He wants them in his downline, and he will get some. If she has 1 million people watching, let's say 100,000 people watching, okay? But 100,000 people are watching, 10% of them are at least going to look up his shit, okay? So 10% would be 10 grand. And out of the 10 grand, maybe 10% of them, 10% of them will probably even consider actually being a part of his business. And then what if only 100 of those people actually sign up? Do you know how that hooks him up, sets him up for success with just 100 people? But he has a better chance of signing up 100 people in a month than the average person who is not associated with the Jennifer Williams, who is not on a major network and on a popular reality show. That is what he's banking on. And she doesn't see it.
No, actually Hermes.
Oh, you with Hermes China?
Yes.
Okay. Is that the joint account that'll pay for that, Christian?
I do a lot. You know what I mean? And that's not for me to go on the internet and say, oh, well, I did this. And I don't have to prove what I do for her. As long as she knows, that's
Right.
it. You know, I've been gotten her investment pieces.
When has Jen been able to sit on a couch and do these types of interviews with any other guy ever? She watched as her friend Evelyn could do it. She knows Shani does it now with her current husband, has done it with her previous husband. You know, everybody, Jackie Christie, she'll do it with her husband, as crazy as we think they are. But Jen has never had that kind of husband. Even her ex-husband, who was the reason why she was even able to get a spot on this show, his ugly, evil ass with that tennis ball on top of his head, his ass was never there as her partner, never seemed like he had anything good really to say or made it. He just didn't come across like he loved her at all. Like he was so annoyed by this whole thing. So she's never had that from what we can tell. And the one time she gets it, or what she thinks it is that she wants, she gets this dude a whole damn scammer.
Whatever. I don't have to say, oh, I got it. If she wants to post, cool. That's fine. But my thing is, we have our joint, but I have already stressed to Jennifer, once we cross that line of marriage, you handle the money. So if we at dinner and she pull a card out, don't think she paying my way. She ain't paying my. It's just, babe, you got it.
I know. I mean, listen.
I mean, what do I do now? I actually put my wallet in her bag. There's times when we go out and my wallet's in her bag.
I'm responsible.
No, look, I want to say this to you. I really appreciate you coming to sit on the couch to clear the air, because obviously you fell in love with a woman that's been in our lives since 2009. You know what I mean? And like I said, she's our Black Barbie.
15 years, wow.
Yeah, she is just somebody who we have such love for. And it's not easy dating somebody who is on television every week.
I've never heard anybody say how much they love Jennifer Williams, ever. And never once heard them call her their, the Black Barbie doll. None of this. None of it. Hadn't heard none of it. Interesting.
Where she's on a show where obviously everyone's in her business too. Then you have the audience in your business. And then what happens is, in real life, you have someone like me who's been friends with her that long, who's even like, okay, bitch, are you good? You know what I mean? And that was even after we met, because I just wanted to make sure, like, I like him a lot. Okay. I want to make sure that I just have one-on-one time with my girl. Like, are we good? Because please let me know what I'm feeling here is accurate. Like, I feel this is good for you.
I respect that.
And I wanted to have a private moment with her about that. We did. And I wish you guys nothing but the best. I am flying to Paris, which isn't cheap, because I believe in this matrimony and I believe in this love.
Let me tell you something, Mr. King. It's not that expensive to fly to Paris. I mean, it's not that expensive. I mean, if it's planned far enough in advance, you can get a reasonable ticket price. But I mean, I haven't tried to buy one in a few years, so let me stop tripping. But come on now, Carlos, it's not that expensive. Now, everything else once you get there is, but child, I'm just saying.
And it took me to physically, see it for me to understand that, wow, I would like for the world to experience what I experienced the time we had dinner. And I wanted the world to know, like, our girl who has been through some shit, like, she found her Prince Charming, and you are such a guy that, listen, we all have stuff in our past that we have to address. And if she was a regular woman walking down the street, nobody would care. But it's what you signed up for. And I appreciate you having the guts to do this. And I appreciate you having the guts to be in a relationship with a woman where you know that, all right, every Monday at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I'm gonna get some shit. But I'm sure that it's worth it. So I just want to applaud you for that. And I can't wait to see my girl walk down the aisle, because all of our friends are getting married this year or gotten married this year. So listen, it is your time. And I know so much about you. And I know for a fact that there's not a lot of people in this world who I know personally that deserves this more than you. So I want you to know that.
You.
Okay.
You've definitely seen me kiss a lot of frogs.
Yes. And baby, this one ain't no frog, bitch.
No, so real quick. See, that's what I'm saying. Carlos is making it clear that he's cute. He thinks that boy is cute. And he is a cute little boy. But he might be a cute little scamming boy. And that's the problem.
Remember, I just thought about it because we were watching Pastor Soiree this past Sunday, right?
We used to go to that church a lot every Sunday when we lived in LA together.
Yeah. So one time I was there with Scam Likely. Remember?
I remember.
And I didn't know you were there, and we
Yeah.
were like leaving out. So he actually got to meet him.
Mm-hmm.
He had his nerve to walk into church with me and sit his scamming ass in that church. And then he met Carlos.
Yes, and he pulled up in a red Ferrari.
That was my car.
Oh.
'Cause he was- I'm like,
gotta
yeah, and I
straight
was
up
like, what is happening? But no, I've seen it. That's why I believe in this. I love this, and you deserve it. You
Thank
deserve it.
you.
So thank
Thank
you,
you.
Christian, and thank you, Jen.
Thank you,
thank
brother.
you. Thank you for having us.
There's a lot of conversation.
Wow. Well, thank you too. My goodness grief. Well, you guys, that's all I have for tonight. Let me ask y'all this too before we get out of here. I was looking at how many of you have seen the body cam footage from the night Travis Scott got arrested in Miami. Did y'all see that? I watched it about a week ago. And I want to review that. So I'm thinking tomorrow, I think that's something I want to react to. When I tell you this dude was so ignorant. I mean, it's amazing how sometimes we will talk our way out. We will asshole our way into a bad or worse situation. Dude, he is such a jerk. He is an asshole. Okay. So let's do that. Tomorrow we'll watch it. Cause when I saw that shit, I was like, really? Yeah, we're gonna watch this. And then he became a whole little punk by the end of it. Because they talk real big shit. They always want to talk about who they are. And oh, by the way, y'all know what's-majigger got arrested. Danny Lay. She got arrested on a DUI. I guess that was either last night or this morning or something like that. And she was, as they were about to arrest her, she's like, you can't arrest me. I'm a singer. I'm an R&B singer. I'm an R&B artist. You can't, you can't do it. You can't do that. I'm like, wait, what? Is that a law? I didn't know. Who knew it was a law that if you're an R&B singer, you can't be arrested, damn it. Okay. Actually, here, I can pull that up real quick because I was going to bring that one up. Where is it? Oh, Justin Bieber and his wife just welcomed their first baby, a little boy. Where is this? Where is it, y'all? I'm telling you, it's always some ridiculousness. If I can't find it now, I'll make sure that I have it up tomorrow. But let me see. Yep. So I guess she got arrested, but wanted to call. Hold on. Well, I'll look for it. I'll see if I can find it, and I'll have it ready for us tomorrow. But yeah, child. So tomorrow we'll come back. I'll show you the Danny Lay arrest footage. And then we can also do the body cam from Travis Scott, a mess. All right. So thank you to everybody. Thank you everyone who super chatted, everyone who became a member, who gifted memberships. Thank you to everybody. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. If you didn't on the way in, please do so on the way out. I promise I'll be back tomorrow. We'll have some more fun and we'll spend some more quality time together. Okay. Thank you to all the moderators and to all of you. And know that I love y'all to pieces. And ain't nothing you can do about it. Until tomorrow. Smooches.